Hi Gemini, this is going to be a love and relationship reading for your sign. Let's see what's coming out. What are the messages that Gemini needs to know about right now? So focusing on love and relationships today for the sign of Gemini. Ace of Wands coming out right away. Let's see what else we've got. We'll lay these out, go through them one by one, and then I clarify everything. The High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, very powerful, strong energy, very strong in yourself. Judgment. Okay, the Star and the Nine of Wands coming through, the Eight of Wands, and finally the Queen of Swords, some air sign energy. At the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. If you're dealing with a Virgo right now, you are unable to get on the same page. You've been thinking about them long and hard, but for some reason you're not linking up in the same way anymore. But you've been thinking about them, they've been on your mind. If not, let me have a look at what could be going on here. Okay, you've become very empowered in your romantic sphere, Gemini. I don't see this hugely as it's not screaming at me that this is even so much about love and romance. It's something to do with your clarity about yourself around an old relationship. Like the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess is burning clear intuition. Like it's so strong that you know what's right for you at the moment in terms of your love life and in terms of relationships. Things might come up more when we clarify. There might be some more indicators here of a new person coming in, but for the most part it looks like you're very focused on some sort of a healing work at the moment, Gemini. The Star card is in your environment. You could be dealing with somebody that you've met. It could be an Aquarius or somebody that's really facilitating you on this healing journey at the moment, but it looks like all around you the energy is the Star. Beautiful. So rejuvenation. So meanwhile, maybe for some of you, love and relationships isn't at the core focus for you right now. For some of you it's going to be more about your own empowerment and stepping up into a position of feeling very confident into yourself again, feeling really like gorgeous, and you're just really happy and feeling very secure in yourself. That's been building. It's funny that you might be dealing with an Aries at the moment, and if you're dealing with an Aries, like a friend or something, they're really showing you like how amazing you are. But other than that, Gemini, I feel like there has been like a period of this has been building this confidence boost in you, and you feeling really good again and like getting yourself back out there. Maybe this has been building for a while. The Emperor card is leading up with this fire energy, Aries representing the Emperor, fire in the Ace of Wands in the middle of the reading, all working its way up through the center of the reading. Fire energy, fire in your belly, feeling good again, feeling revved up again and passionate again. There was something in the past with a relationship, and it was some sort of straw that broke the camel's back energy, and very much you being taken advantage of in this relationship in the past, and you ended that cycle in your life. It took a while to get there, but finally you reached the top of the mountain and took this load off, the weight off your shoulders. All right, so what comes up for you then? Okay, so things are looking like there's some momentum building for you in terms of love and relationship. For some, Judgment card is coming up in the future, and this represents something you maybe had a fear before, some fears that you had in the past. You've really worked your way through them, and you've kind of overcome a lot of fears. And Judgment is coming up to say like, now is the time where you will be faced with something bigger again in a relationship, Gemini. A relationship with yourself is coming up really strongly for me today, but we're going to clear up because I'm sure there's other messages here for a Gemini in a relationship right now. But this work on yourself, like this is really valid and really important for you in your soul growth evolution. The major arcana cards like Judgment and the Star and the High Priestess and the Emperor, these are all more intense and bigger energies coming up. There's only 17 in the deck. 4 of them are here, 5 of them if we count the Hermit so far, and this might feel like a real period of growth for you. For some, real independent growth though, I'm seeing. All right, there is you're very much still worried about letting your guard down with a person or with anybody, or maybe it's the person you're dealing with, but you're guarded. See, like this person in the Nine of Wands, and then the High Priestess is very much passive and guarded, and they keep a lot to themselves. They don't need to express outwardly, okay? Very much inner knowing, inner intuitive knowing, but together this can be closed off, or it can be High Priestess can be very skeptical, and this can be kind of paranoid. So this can be very extreme suspicion. So you have some sort of a guard up about relationships in general. Some of you are feeling a little bit jaded in love at the moment, and you're putting a bit of a defense up. Some of you, because the Nine of Wands, then we get to the Ten of Wands. For some of you, you let something build. These wands are challenges that have been overcome in the Nine, but something went a bit too far, and it wasn't just a challenge that you could overcome anymore. It was a backbreaking energy of overburden and some taking advantage of. We have 8 wands here too, so we start with the intensity. 10 of wands can't really get more intense. 9 of wands is pretty intense too. 8 of wands, intense but less. So we're not going up in crescendo of wand energy. We're paring things back and winding down a bit. And some of you are just, I think that for the single Geminis, I see this as a reading for single Geminis for love, but so far, but we're going to clear up, and I know we'll get more messages, but I'm seeing this as kind of like you just want to magically meet the right person. This is very much like you just want it to all happen in the right time and the right place, and chance meeting, romance, and you're not out there looking, Gemini. You're very much, there's definitely a kind of sense of like passion ignited in you again, maybe after a time that you're like, oh, I think I'm really ready for something now, but you don't want to go chasing for it. You just want it to just happen for you. Venus is in Gemini now. So let's hope that transit brings around some sort of an assessment of what you value in a relationship, Gemini, so that you can open the door for bringing that in when you're clear about what your values are and how they will be met. So similarly here with our final air energy card so far, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it does. It's kind of like you're facing the other way. You're looking towards the future now, but you still have some sort of a block up. It could be the block of the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess energy, this sort of a boundary, but it's healthy. It's like, yeah, you need some boundaries around your love and relationships for whatever reason. I'm going to reach for another deck. Let's see what else is coming up in terms of messages for Gemini now. So, Emperor card. I want to look at that Major Arcana card here, rooted in the bottom of the reading. This is work that's been ongoing for you. This is you deciding, or you becoming aware that you have every right to speak up for what you want in a relationship, and if someone's not meeting that, then maybe they aren't the right person, but you're much more self-assured. You're not doubting yourself anymore. You're not doubting what you're worth. You're not doubting what you deserve. Okay, let's see at the Emperor, what brought this about? What brought this about for Gemini? The Ace of Wands again. It was like a lightning bolt went off in your mind. It was like something illuminated, all just radiating clarity. It was harsh too. The wands are very harsh. The fire signs are the harsh, right? So this is like your mind wasn't playing games on you anymore. You just had this heart leading you that when you said what you needed to say about this relationship, it just resonated deep within you. You knew it was the truth. You knew that's what your heart felt. So, and your heart felt like that you deserved more, you deserved to be seen. And I feel for some of you, maybe you were shrinking a little bit in that relationship, and now it's been you've got that fire in yourself again. Okay, cool. The relationship itself, I'm thinking, was Venus and Scorpio, 7 of Cups. It was very, it was, I think, murky, and it was kind of it was probably very sexual in nature. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I bet there was a really strong sexual chemistry there. And maybe you kind of enabled each other's bad habits, and if you had vices together, you kind of if you had some vices together, you guys didn't hold back in allowing each other's vices to be explored in the relationship, and there was a sense of maybe enabling bad behavior or bad habits in this relationship in the past. So yeah, this reading doesn't seem to me so far to be about somebody that's currently in a relationship. It looks like what's the single Gemini who's looking for love, what's coming up for them, right? This happens. Let's see. We don't need to look at the back-breaking energy. I have a good indication of what that is. It has been taking advantage of, basically. And let's see. Let's keep going. That's too much. But I want to look at, so you're regaining confidence. Let's look at the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands right now. This is very beautiful energy for you, the Queen of Wands. Yes, that's who everybody wants to be, that girl or that person if you're a guy watching, but that energy of the Queen of Wands, it's really confident. Daughter of Swords. This is about you getting back into the world with some more curiosity. So the High Priestess, you went and did some digging, Gemini, and you found out what you needed to find out by asking some questions and doing a little bit of research and opening your mind and getting all these new ideas, and not new ideas like you weren't making things up, but you were just getting like pieces of information that were putting all together, and it just made you feel more sure. High Priestess, inner knowing, your intuition was so strong on this, Gemini, and that's always right, isn't it? And so your gut feeling was telling you something. After you gathered a lot of information and you had all these little pieces, then you went in and kind of delivered the sword of your truth. And the sword here in the Queen of Swords, the boundary, you said, oh, and Father of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Wow, you could be dealing with maybe another air sign in this relationship, another Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius for some, that you figured out all these pieces and then you delivered your final blow. I feel like with the sword of truth, that razor sharp, piercing truth, okay? Like that. And for me, the Queen of Wands then is just sort of like you getting your mojo back, you getting back in your groove. Let's look at Judgment. Ooh, what's coming up for Gemini? Some more lessons. Great. But Judgment is a wake-up call. Judgment is saying like, hey, life's not over yet. It's not even slowing down for you, Gemini. Let's see what this is all about, this energy here. Judgment card for Gemini. So it's like life's not over, Gemini. You've got to get back into the swing of things. Daughter of Pentacles. This is you, I think, starting to talk to somebody else again and taking things really slow, and you're beginning to open up again and start chatting to people, start to communicate and be open to that. And you're looking for a fresh start in life or a fresh start with somebody else. And you're now getting a little bit more optimistic. The Star card, the Judgment card, the Daughter of Pentacles, optimistic for a new beginning in communication with another person, being reborn again and saying, oh yeah, I'm ready for this, I'm ready for something else again. There was a lack of fulfillment, Eight of Cups in reverse at the bottom of this deck. There was a lack of fulfillment in that relationship. Emotionally, they may have been unavailable to you, and you made the choice, or inner knowing, you said, okay, there's somebody else out there for me, there's something more out there for me. Let's see. Let me just pull a couple more cards to finish out this reading and clear it up. The Empress. Okay, so you're not going to settle for anything that isn't Emperor, Empress energy. The absolute highest manifestation of compatibility, highest manifestation of mutual respect, of balance, of everything that you want in a relationship, everything you deserve. The Empress would never settle for anything less than she deserves, and the Emperor would never settle anything less than he deserves. So, you know, he, she, masculine, feminine. In tarot, it's just energy. So it's not specific. You can use these energy interchangeably, so whatever fits. And the option for a new opportunity, Libra card coming through, Taurus energy coming through too, Aries energy, Aquarian energy, very much. There's a lot of signs here, but this is very much coming through as kind of like you want this synchronization to line up with the Libra maybe, or you want this synchronized, you want this chance meeting. I talked about you just wanting to you don't want to have to go looking for it, you just want to go out there, Ace of Pentacles, find someone that you can start a life with and build with, and you want it to all just flow. You don't want to have to go too hard looking for it. But Justice is kind of saying like you'll get what you deserve now, and that came with you recognizing what you deserve more the most. And the Star card is like you doing this healing on yourself basically, the Hermit card. Finally, another Virgo card, and we're saying that this is a time for you to kind of go within more now, Gemini. Go within, reflect, get very clear about the person that you want coming into your life. Venus through Gemini may help you become aware of your values, Gemini. Okay, thanks for watching.